Seems like a good day.
All the tools.
Tim the Two Man Taylor would have been proud. I mean, I called it. I told you. The first thing they did with the red paint, that was just the opening. I thought they were going to do this on Canada Day. I think that would have been more meaningful, but they said, nah, fuck that. We ain't waiting. Down with Satan.
That's a good bar. That's a heavy bar still.
It's true because it rhymes,
Yeah. Whenever it rhymes, that's how you know it's the truth. This is crazy. This is crazy, though. This was obviously a large gathering. It said that it happened after a protest that was going down. And people not only took the statue down, but, man, I'm wondering the time. Like, there was a lot of, I understand the anger that you would possess, especially knowing what this man did. But once again, I come back to what I said when we first spoke about this. Are you guys just learning about this now? Are we just learning about this right now? Why didn't people know this before?
Well,
where was the anger before?
It's not that they didn't know about it. It's just something. Look at it like a little flame. You know what I mean? The flame is always there, just this tiny little flame. But then when something happens, it's like adding a little bit of gas to that flame. So now the flame's a little bit more of a fire. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so just kind of, we go to this racist fuck school. Or just the simple fact that this racist fuck even has a school. This is bullshit. Let's tear it down. Or the simple fact that he, again, was an architect of the school.
Right.
Or rather, one of the schools that this actually happened. So, rightfully so. I heard that Trudeau reached out to Pope, trying to get the Pope to, you got some splaining to do, Lucy, about the whole situation, because the Catholic Church was involved in this as well. Yo, the well in this, with this story, runs deep. Very, very deep.
Because I heard that the British family apparently is involved in this as well, if you go back with the ties.
Man, the British family's involved in all types of fuck.
They were colonizing all over the place, right? So it's very
not
easy
surprising. This is just par for the course.
We were under British colonization at one point. That's why the Queen is on the money.
But listen, man, what I have to say is, I hope they're not done yet. What I mean to say is, this is one statue. What about the rest? If there's one thing I've realized, police, cops, they're okay when people that look like them riot and cause destruction and vandalize. It's all good. By the way, that's not to take away from the cause. This cause is 100% justified. They should burn the fucking school down. But the point still stands. I've realized that when people who look like them want to vandalize and break shit, have a blast.
Yeah. That's a solid point. That's a solid point.
I hope that this is just stop number one. Because the cops are not going to stop you. They might even hand you some water. Right, so
because if black people decide to start going around and taking down statues of slave owners and shit like that, are they gonna allow that? They gonna allow that too?
Hell no. The only way it would go down is if some white people was there doing it. Like, let's just say there was 10 people ripping the shit down. Like 9 of them would have to be white, 1 black. The ratio has to be right.
I wouldn't want that white person, though, because that's that white person who's like, I can't be racist. I got black friends. I don't want that guy.
I'm just saying, viewing public, what are you saying, though? Did you enjoy this as much as I did? I thought it was beautiful. I hope they make a documentary of this bitch and put it on Netflix. Because what's happened and what is still continuously happening to the indigenous people is a disgrace. It is a shame. We fucked up. Asian people fucked up. Brown, Spanish, fucked up. But damn, son, the indigenous people are fucked up.
We accept it because we can't see it. See, they put the reserves and all that shit so far away.
Exactly. So this is a righteous cause. I'm all for it. What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And fuck Ryerson. Deuces.
People still gonna go.
I meant the person, not the school. You know, it's weird because I always thought that if I was gonna go to outer space, it would require like years of training, physical training, mental training. I whenever I think of training for space, I think where they sit in that pod and it spins around really fast and your skin is like flapping in the wings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the ride at the fairs.
Yeah.
Times 10.
But apparently, you could just wake up one morning and be like, oh, go to space today.
go into space today.
Jeff Bezos. First of all, if any nigga could do it, it's him. Jeff Bezos is going to space, man. When is he going to space? Isn't it like in July?
Yeah, I think that the date is July 15th, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's supposed to be apparently a few days after he's of Amazon. So that's smart. That's smart. Because you don't want any liability when you are going out to space for your own company. You know what I'm saying? You still want those stocks to maintain.
Sorry, July 20th. 15
July
days
20th.
after he's set to resign from Amazon. Yeah.
Okay, so I got my days mixed up. It's 15 days after he's set to resign, and it's July 20th.
Nigga looking like Tom Cruise from Top Gun.
There's a shot right there. That's a picture right there. Like, he saw that picture, he's like, that's the one.
Oh,
you know? He's like, if when I die at my funeral, that's the one I want.
Well, he's 57 years old. You know, I mean, the best of us, and I mean the best, I mean the top tier, get to 100 and beyond. He's 57. Right. He's past the halfway mark. And he's deciding to go to space now? And also, what qualifies you to go to space? Just to have a bag of money? Is he, just clarify, I know who Bezos is, but maybe you could speak to a little bit further. Is he some sort of a tech guru? Like, did he create his own rocket ship? Like, why is he just allowed to just say, yo, I'm going to space, nigga, I'll catch you in a week?
Well, you know, Jeff Bezos obviously started the program, which is Amazon. He created that whole thing. So he knows about computer coding and programming and ideas and all that stuff. But when it comes to space, he just owns the company. So I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. He runs and owns the company. So if he owns the company, he says, listen, you guys better prepare something because I want to go to space. And not only do I want to go to space, but I want to take my brother with me. They're going to build it and he's going to go. That's just how it's going to move, especially when you got money like this. And let's think about it. He is 57, but that's normal human years. He's living billionaire years. So he's really only 15. So
yeah,
you know
he's
what
15
I'm saying?
years old.
He's really only 15. He's really only 15 years old. He's going to outlive a lot of people.
That nigga don't got one wrinkle on him.
He had them surgically removed individually because he could afford it.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But it's crazy. It's crazy that he's willing to do this. You know, that's a lot of trust in your own company, which is cool. This thing is just apparently just gonna go out into space. It's gonna separate into a little pod. They're gonna be out there for like a few minutes floating, weightless, and then it's just gonna come right back down. So it's not like he's gonna be gone for like a week or something like that, have to eat space food and be flying around and all that stuff. It's really just a few minutes, but even so, that's really high up.
It's not even about the few minutes that you're, you know, floating around. It's about getting up there. It's about getting back. Those are the air, nigga. If I tell you to sit still, you don't need to train for that shit. You don't need to practice how to breathe. You just need to sit the fuck still. It's about getting there and coming back. But hey, like you said, man, he's got faith in his company. And let's keep it all the way funky, man. If I had a company that could take me to space and back, nigga, I'm going to space.
Yeah, but I'd make it the second or third fucking trip. Why are we doing
That's a good point.
Listen, Peter gonna kill me, man, but send some animals up there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
People gonna hate me for that, but yo, bro, come on.
Send some fucking animals. I'm with it. You in public, what are your thoughts here, man? Do you think this trip is going to be successful? This is in under 2 months. Please, enlighten us. Is there any rigorous training that he has gone through that we are unaware of?
They've done testing. I will say that. They've tested this rocket. They've tested
the rocket. I'm talking about him.
I know, but I just want to point out that the rocket's been tested. That's got to be clear, just in case anybody wants to throw that at us. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. But has he done any rigorous testing? Do you think it takes more than 2 months to prepare, to train a 57-year-old man who is really 15?
Yeah, because he's a billionaire. In billionaire years for people who didn't catch it the first time.
Do you think that this is a good idea? Would you do this at 57, 60 years old? I gotta be honest with you, man. I would. I live once. I want to see fucking space. Also, I want to take a picture of the globe so I could prove that it's actually a globe to all you dumb fuck flat earthers. That's what I would like to do. Get a non-doctored, and I understand, get a non-doctored picture of the planet Earth. So I could just be like, nah, nigga, you can't walk off the planet. That would be my main goal. What is yours? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Amazon Prime is the shit. Deuces. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, yeah. Lot to unpack here.
Go ahead. Start unpacking the luggage. I'll wait.
Hey, man. Well, this event just passed. For those who didn't get to see it, it was on pay-per-view, but it was not worth the pay-per-view that it got. It was pretty simple. It was a pretty simple fight. There was a few things that happened. Before we get to the Floyd Mayweather fight, though, I want to know if you heard about the Chad Johnson and I forget the other guy's name. Who cares? Fight. Who cares? Fight. Did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
Listen, Chad Johnson was holding his own. I'm not going to lie. It was 4 rounds. Chad Johnson was holding his own. But in the 4th round, my man got knocked down. It's not the fact that he got knocked out. Let me tell you what Chad Johnson did. Chad Johnson, he's not built as a fighter. Like, Chad Johnson is just a nice guy. Like, put all the assault and all the domestic abuse, all that shit. He's just, you could tell that he's just a genuine nice guy just based on the way people talk to him and who messes with him. You know what I'm saying? So when he got knocked down, when most fighters get knocked down, they're just going back to their corner. He got knocked down and he got up to try to give the guy daps. He put his glove up and he's like, yo, good punch. That was good. That was good. that's how he was fighting. That's how he was fighting. I don't know about you. If you get knocked down by somebody else, what's your reaction?
I might reach my hand up to be like, yeah, good punch, but I'm going to grab him, pull him down, and choke him the fuck out. That's what I'm doing. Well,
there was that. There was the actual knockdown, and then there was what was called the questionable knockdown, because during the Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul fight, there was a particular punch where it looked like, and I sent you the video, where it looked like, kind of like he got knocked out, and Floyd Mayweather was kind of like Call of Duty medic coming in to kind of rescue him. It was late rounds. It was late rounds.
Because it went 8 rounds, right?
It went 8 rounds.
So why is Floyd holding him up? That's what I don't understand. I understand if it was like the first or the second, you want to give the people a show. But why are you holding the nigga up? He was holding him up, man. He looked like my grandma when I'm trying to help her take a seat. Understand what I'm saying? Like that. I don't care what anybody says. You can debate all you want. I seen the clip. You seen the clip. We can't play the clip. We don't want the video to get flagged. But you seen the clip. The nigga, and he was just. You know what it looks like. I don't even watch boxing like that, but I know what it looked like when a nigga slumped over. He was slumped, and Floyd was holding him up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The thing that I want to know about this, though, with this whole boxing event, after we talked about all of this, the real question is, was this good or bad for boxing?
This is good for boxing. Look.
How so?
Look, rock and roll is rock and roll. It's classic, right? Then rock and roll had to evolve. There was alternative rock, like pop rock. Just like with hip hop, right? You know what I mean? It evolves or it dies. Just like the sports. The sport has to evolve. Basketball used to be very simple, ABC type of shit. Then you get people coming dunking, fancy dunk. The sport has to evolve, a little more flashy to build in popularity, gain the interest, sell more merchandise, things of that nature. Same thing with boxing. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest, observer of boxing, but to my understanding, boxing is just knocking somebody the fuck out, throwing hands. And it's been the same sport since its existence. It has to evolve. You need things like this to get people who never really watch boxing to be like, oh, that's, even though it's not technically boxing, it is, but it's not really when you think about it. People to be like, oh, okay, I could. That's not that bad. I could kind of watch this. It needs that, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel I agree with you. I wanted to make it seem like I was on the other side because there obviously are people who are going to be like, oh, this is bad for boxing because he's not a professional and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are Logan Paul fans who didn't watch boxing at all.
No.
And probably watch boxing for the first time and will probably watch the next fight or be interested if they see one on TV that's free. I'm not saying they're going to pay for the next pay-per-view out there with Canelo fighting or something like that. But they might. You never know. They might. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is great. You know, Floyd is about his bag at the end of the day. He's about his check, but he's also a boxer and also skilled. So I'm glad that they made this as entertaining as he could have made it. You know what I mean? It's definitely good for the sport. And at the end of it, Floyd Mayweather actually came out and said that he's actually done with boxing. This would be the third time that he said that. So, you know, you can take that for what it's worth. But he did say that he's done with boxing. He doesn't need to prove anymore. He's made all the money that he's done. So boxing's going to need something to help it move forward. And as stupid as it sounds, we're living in this era where influencers and social media people are the ones that people want to see.
You're always going to have this group of traditionalists versus, you know, the new group, the people who are into these influencers or these rappers who want to put the gloves on. Whereas again, you have the group of the traditional boxing, or like, this is bullshit, this is not boxing, I'm not here for it. But again, you know, I know when I watched the Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight, again, I don't really watch boxing, but guess what? When I hosted that, I had like 30 people over at my spot. Yeah. Barbecuing, cooking it up, everything. So it's not so much just about the fight, although it was entertaining. It's about the camaraderie. It's about the atmosphere. So with the Logan Paul, who has tons and tons of fans, even if it's not a Logan Paul fight, I mean, it is a pandemic, but I'm pretty sure people still have parties and shit like that. If they hosted something and they're like, yo, this shit is lit, this is fun. Next one comes along, that's a big fight, all their other friends that are talking about who are into boxing, hey man, come to the spot, yo, I'm hosting again. They don't even watch this shit like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Just for that reason, you know what I mean?
There's people at the party who don't even care about the boxing.
Nah,
like, they're not even
they just want to go to
the boxing.
But at the same time, even though they don't care about it, you may not give a shit about boxing. You still like to watch two niggas fuck each other up.
Yeah, you're still gonna watch.
Yeah, even if you don't know it, you be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And plus you're drinking and everybody's yelling at this. It's a good time, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, stuff like this, as corny as it may seem to some people, you cannot deny. Even the niggas that hate it, if they were at an event like this, they would be like, knock him the fuck out. Knock him the fuck out. Or this isn't real boxing. Or even they would have something to say. And they would be enjoying themselves. So I'm saying, like, it's not a bad thing is the main point that I'm trying to get across.
Well, viewing public, man, let us know what you guys think. Do you think that this Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather, these type of fights with the athletes and influencers, do you think this is good for boxing? Or do you think this is horrible for boxing and is ruining the fighters who train their whole life to do this and make $1 and they're kind of getting shafted out of this? Which side are you on? You know, another question to ask is, if you could put two influencers together in a fight, who would you like to see go at it? Me personally, at this point right now, Joe Budden versus Charlemagne, if you had to ask me.
Yeah, so I have one that'll rival that, though.
Okay, what's up?
Academics and Rory.
Oh, yes. You know what? And you can even put Rosenberg as a guest referee in there.
Yeah, but both of those would actually be good, but Academics and Rory, because very, very personal.
There wouldn't even be a fight. There'd be knives brought into it. But
I know, so someone's getting shanked. But that's a good. Hey man, who do you think would? Better question. How many rounds do you think the Rory and Ack fight would last?
You really want to see this fight go down?
I do, man. I think it's going one round. One round. I think Rory has way too much aggression for Ack, and Ack is just... He's just a sack of potatoes. He's a sack of mashed potatoes.
I say it's a draw. They're both winded by middle first rounds.
What about Charlemagne and Button? Who you got?
Honestly, Charlemagne. I feel like he's doing some low-key Buddhist kung fu training and not telling nobody about it. Like, he's on that tip. I could see it, but hey. Listen.
Nah, man. Charlemagne will definitely get Button. Button he's a smoker. He probably smoked in the womb. Like, they can get winded just walking to the bathroom. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I don't know. But, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, viewing public, man, let us know what you think, man. Let us know what's up. Leave it in the comments. You know how we do here, man. Two guys doing a podcast. We out.
Doses.
Doses.